Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And, of course, Dante DiVincenzo. Well, with him gone, we'll see how they get along.
Yeah, that move was all about the long-term horizon for them. I know it's a little shocking how different this team looks, but given some time, I think things will come together. You just can't give Johnson a lane to the hoop. Trey will take it.
Murray's shot is good. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, P.A., you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Watson, the three-pointer off the mark. And it's Murray with the ball for the T-Wolves. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach from Minnesota. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis. And coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Inside, here's Davis. Clock at 6. Denver needs to get off a shot. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Now here's Murray, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Pass to Watson. Back to Johnson. And here's Davis. Screen by Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Minnesota now. 9 points in a row, a good run going. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now Murray. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Murray's got his second basket of the game. Nuggets trail by 9. It's Johnson with a drive. Denver moving it around. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter.
Oh, such a good athlete. Johnson rises to the 10 with ease.
Here's Murray. Outside McDaniels. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
1:31 left in the first quarter here. Here's Johnson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Mitchell with the ball. Here's Podziemski. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Johnson. Outside for Davis. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Outside McDaniels. Banked it in off the glass.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Pass to Davis. From deep, Johnson. Screen by Watson. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 5. Rejected by Bull. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mitchell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside Johnson. Here's Davis. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
To the middle. Davis can't hit. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Murray Boyles. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. Pajimski grabs the board.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
That one's good for 2.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Mitchell. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Nuggets trail by 13. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need...
Oh, hey! How about that?
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Mitchell buries it down low. Mitchell's got 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Porter. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Here's Mitchell. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Embiid drawing the double team. Comes up empty down low. Nuggets trail by 13. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel is a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Nuggets making a switch here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And they'll keep possession.
No chance. Davis, just too much to handle on the defensive side.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, if I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust the coach's decision. I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. B.A., back to you.
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Murray. Denver getting their last shot to go. McDaniels from long range. Davis with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Solid defense from Bull.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nuggets trail by 9. Outside for Davis. Over Bull. Misses the baby hook. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, got that one up quick. Caldwell Pope's gotten a second bucket on the night. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch. Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
McDaniels from long range. He can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 9. A nice shot by Watson.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
And the Nuggets call time here.
Substitution on the court.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. It's Johnson with a drive. The 3. He drops it from range. Watson's got 5 now.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Now Mitchell. Six to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And here's Johnson, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Out to Gordon. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Knocks it loose. Gets stolen by Johnson. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Johnson with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Pass to Watson. Back to Johnson. Screen by Watson. It's Johnson with a drive, and he banks in the layup. And now it's just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Yep, that one goes.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Mitchell. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. Nuggets trail by 4. Watson inside. 5 points in the game. Off with the layup.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Now here's Johnson. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Pass to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. McDaniels got his third basket of the night.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And Minnesota making a change here. Nuggets trail by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis probing. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Minnesota leading by just 2. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's Denver now, trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Outside for Davis. The Nuggets want a timeout. And the Nuggets making a change here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Back to Johnson. Outside Reed. To take the lead. That puts him in the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Left side, Caldwell Pope. Tipped. Johnson with it. Caldwell Pope covering. And it's Watson missing. Murray deciding where to go with it. And there's the screen. Pass to Murray Boyles. And there's There's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Peyton Watson.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Murray. Unloads from 9. Oh, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it. Without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Murray pulls it down. And so Murray will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Oh, it misses!
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Left side Johnson. Yes, sir! It's good!
Yeah, good to see Johnson getting into the defense down low and succeeding. Sometimes you gotta fight for it, young man.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Puts up the tray. It's off.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Johnson. He's off from 3.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Outside Murray. McDaniels fires. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Gordon outside. Johnson on the wing. Beyond the arc. Embiid there for the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Jacks up a 3. Screen by Embiid. The putback. The putback. How about the activity?
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Graham.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Now Johnson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
1 shot. Johnson.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, sometimes just standing up there by yourself, it takes even more focus to drain the technical, but he gets it done and adds to their lead.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Gordon. Cleared away by Embiid. McDaniels. Excellent defense, forcing that big miss. So the Nuggets win it, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll do it, folks.